Well, hey, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I was talking previously in my last video about spirituality and having some Jesus in your life. I just think that there are a lot of people who are suffering right now just because things are so intense right now. There's so much different news, fake news, real news, sad news. I have often found that praying a little bit more, will help. Like when I first open my eyes, I say, "Thank you, God, for another day. Everything works and I'm okay." And if it didn't, I'd be calling the doctor. But 99% of my 365, I'm pretty all right. I think a lot of people should start looking at what you do have and what blessings you are shown through the divine. Like, you start believing good stuff will come to you. Like front row parking without the handicap pass, or maybe someone lets you in front of them because they've got a cart full of groceries and you've got like 3 things. Sometimes you're that person. You could be that person too. What goes around comes around. It really, really does. I'm not kidding. I'm not lying. But you have to believe in it, right? So people would rather believe in a unicorn than they would in Jesus. And I want people to know that, God has a sense of humor. If he didn't, we wouldn't have one. We're made in his image. So if we're made in his image, don't you think he has a sense of humor? Don't you think he put someone like me on this planet at this moment to talk to people who would just sit there otherwise and go, "I don't know human spirituality. How freaking boring can that be?" You know what? Do I look like I'm going to tell you a boring story? I would never do that. I can't do boring. Out of all the stuff I have ever learned is to stop and think about how you're feeling, because believe me, the reason I pray before I even get out of bed is because, that negative force, he's just there, the dark side, waiting for you to open your eyes, get up, and bump into a piece of furniture, and now you're going to get a nasty bruise, and now it's going to be there for a week, and you have somewhere to go where you're going to have to wear something where it's going to show the bruise you just got. Well, you can say ouch and be grateful you didn't break a bone, okay? There's always a reason to be grateful when something bad happens to you. If you're not dead, be grateful, okay? If something hurts because you're old, be grateful, because not everybody gets the opportunity to live a long life, all right? There's people that die every day, children that die every day. And so I have moments myself when I think, man, I really can't wait for Jesus to come back because this life really sucks. And I have to apologize to God and be grateful for my life, because we only get one. Everything here is temporary, okay? Nothing here is going to last forever. The next life will be forever and ever and ever and ever. This is a one-time deal, and it's not going to last. So do your best to improve yourself, improve others, be a light in the dark world right now, because dang, it seems like it's getting darker and darker and darker every day. It's all right. It's all good. Why? Because I talk to the divine every day, every single day, no matter how bad it is. And if I'm having a menopausal moment and I'm crying and I want to scream into my pillow, I pray. I scream into my pillow and then I pray, of course, because you have to sometimes get that icky energy out, because it is icky energy, and it's easy to let it come in through here, or you hear something right here, and believe me, the dark side will use people to bring you down, to tell you negative things about yourself, to make you feel like caca, and nobody wants to feel that way. So don't do it to other people. Remember, your words are just as magic as you are. We can lift people up or we can rip them down. And I hate to say it, but in society and around the world today, I see a lot of people who would rather knock someone down and kick them when they're down. Let's not be that kind of people. Let's make the world what we want it to be, regardless of who's in charge and who's making the rules. Because you know what? Life is a boomerang. What goes around comes around, and every dog has their day. I promise you, we may not see it, but one way or another, people who don't do the right thing, who don't watch out for fellow mankind, they're going to get what's coming to them. This is a promise. It's in the hand guide. Get one, okay? Get one in modern English. Let me show you one more time, just in case you want to get one for yourself. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed, because when it comes to Jesus, I won't deny him, because I don't want to be denied. Here's the publisher. Okay? So, there's a lot of good things about this life. Make it the best that you can. Don't let the dark side get to you, because it's really easy to let it happen, because he's just waiting for the opportunity. He is. And I got to tell you, that's not how you want to be living. Kick him out of your head. Kick him out of your head. And never use Jesus' name as a cuss word, and that will be magic to you too, because evil trembles at his name. It says so in the book. And if you use it to help people and to help yourself and to raise yourself up above so that you can raise people up into a better way of thinking and get them out of depression or possibly wanting to commit suicide, I don't want to see that happen to people. So here I am with my unicorn horn talking about Jesus. I'm sure I look like a goofball, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. But I'm going to wish you all the best. And I just want you all to be kind to each other and help each other, because if you saw someone struggling, if they were falling off a cliff, would you reach out and try and help them? Or would you ask if they were a Democrat or a Republican first? Or would you ask them what country they came from? Or would you ask them what religion they are? No, you wouldn't, because in your heart, in our hearts, all of our hearts, there's more good than there is bad. It says so in the book. And I'll be talking more about things in the book and things to come. I don't want people to be anxious. There are answers in there. You have to believe the good. Bring it all in. Focus on that. Don't listen to too much news, and get your information from more than one news source. It's very important, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to get brainwashed into thinking one thing, like a lot of people are right now. Well, you know what? I'm an American, and we need a right wing and a left wing to move forward. All right? Someone tell the Republicans and the Democrats that. All right. I don't ever want to be boring. You know this. Okay? Be safe. I love you. Peace to everyone who wants to do good, and much good juju to everybody. I love you all. Mwah. Mwah. Until next time. Bye-bye.